Do you ever feel like certain people seem oddly fixated on tearing you down despite your calm, independent nature? As a Sigma male, your unique qualities make you a target for those with darker intentions. These evil individuals see your quiet strength, autonomy, and indifference to status, and it unnerves them. They know they can't control you like others, so instead they try to bring you down. In today's video, we're going to uncover the 7 key tactics these people use to undermine you. If you're a Sigma male or even someone who walks to the beat of their own drum, understanding these behaviors is crucial for protecting yourself. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the manipulative strategies you might encounter and how to stay one step ahead. Number 1. Undermining your achievements. Evil people, especially those driven by envy or insecurity, often feel unsettled by the accomplishments of a Sigma male. Sigmas operate with a quiet confidence and inner drive that intimidates those who lack similar resilience and dedication. This unease stems from a deep-seated awareness that, while they may covet success, they lack the grit and consistency needed to achieve it. When a Sigma reaches a milestone, like landing a promotion, launching a successful project, or achieving a personal goal, these individuals often respond with dismissive or belittling remarks. Comments such as, "It's not that impressive, anyone could do that," are subtle yet pointed attacks designed to chip away at the Sigma's self-assurance. This reaction isn't rooted in reality, but in the speaker's own insecurities, as the Sigma's accomplishments serve as a stark reminder of their own shortcomings. By downplaying Sigma achievements, they seek to make the Sigma doubt his abilities and ideally pull back on his upward trajectory. However, Sigmas tend to see through this tactic, recognizing it as a defense mechanism rather than genuine feedback. These encounters often reinforce a Sigma's commitment to staying true to his path, further frustrating those who can't match his success. This dynamic can even encourage Sigmas to hone their focus and resilience, knowing that real achievement naturally attracts criticism from those unwilling to put in the same effort. By maintaining composure and clarity, Sigmas don't just reach success, they redefine it on their own terms, leaving others scrambling to justify their own inadequacies. Number 2. The attempt to isolate. Isolation is a psychological weapon often used to undermine even the most resilient individuals. For Sigma personalities, who thrive on independence and inner strength, isolation can be particularly effective. Although Sigmas are self-reliant, they still value connections, recognizing that no one is entirely immune to the influence of a support network. Those with malicious intentions understand this and might employ subtle tactics to dismantle these bonds, weakening the Sigma's sense of security and social grounding. One common tactic used by such individuals is the strategic spread of rumors or insinuations. They might hint to mutual friends or colleagues that a Sigma isn't invested in their relationships or doesn't really care about others. Small comments like these, though seemingly harmless, can plant seeds of doubt and create rifts. Over time, these rumors can snowball, leading friends or acquaintances to distance themselves, feeling undervalued or dismissed. The malicious individual's end goal is to isolate the Sigma, stripping away their sense of support and community. Why do they do this? Control and manipulation become easier when a person is disconnected from others. With fewer people around to offer advice or defend them, an isolated Sigma may find it challenging to resist the manipulator's influence. This tactic also plays on the Sigma's inclination to turn inward, amplifying any self-doubts that arise in times of isolation. Understanding these tactics is vital. Recognizing attempts at isolation helps Sigmas protect their social connections, ensuring they maintain their inner strength without falling prey to those who seek to manipulate. Number 3. Testing your boundaries. Manipulators are experts at spotting and testing boundaries, and Sigma personalities often appear as their ideal targets. Why? Because Sigmas project a quiet confidence and resilient nature that manipulative types mistake for passive tolerance. Unlike others who might openly resist, Sigmas often opt for a quieter approach, observing, analyzing, and only reacting when necessary. But manipulators see this calm as an opening. They think, if they don't react, they must not mind, and so begins a subtle invasion of your boundaries. Let's consider a typical workplace scenario. Imagine a colleague who starts by borrowing your ideas or even taking over parts of your projects without asking. It seems innocent at first, a favor perhaps, or teamwork. But make no mistake, this is a test. Manipulators often use such scenarios to see how much they can get away with. If you let it slide, they feel emboldened to push further, assuming you'll tolerate even greater transgressions. By recognizing and halting this early, Sigmas can effectively protect their boundaries. Setting firm limits from the start, even if it's a polite, let's stick to the project scope, signals you're alert to boundary-crossing behavior. Manipulators often retreat when they see resistance, knowing their attempts at control won't work on someone who's both resilient and discerning. In short, Sigmas thrive by staying true to their quiet strength, refusing to be drawn into power plays, and establishing clear, unbreakable lines from the very beginning. Number 4. Sabotaging opportunities. The silent power of a Sigma male often draws attention, and not always the good kind. The enigmatic presence and quiet competence of Sigma males can inspire envy and even provoke subtle attempts at sabotage. When people sense that a Sigma is excelling without the fanfare, they may feel unsettled, as though their own performance is somehow less validated. To some, this quiet success is a threat, triggering insecurities that lead to underhanded tactics to hold the Sigma back. Imagine a Sigma male in a high-stakes office setting where a promotion is on the line. He's focused, meticulous, and never one to broadcast his progress. His colleagues, though, notice his consistent results and recognize him as a strong contender. This quiet confidence can make others nervous, sparking a need to level the playing field, but not in an honest way. They might forget to forward crucial emails, intentionally leaving him out of important conversations or providing incomplete information. Even minor distractions, like sudden last-minute meetings, can be used to derail his meticulous plans. These small acts add up, causing unnecessary obstacles just when his hard work is poised to pay off. What drives this sabotage? Envy. For those who rely on showmanship, seeing someone succeed through sheer competence can feel like a direct threat. It highlights what they lack, the ability to achieve without needing validation. Sigma males value their autonomy and tend to resist office politics, making it all the more aggravating for others who live by them. Ironically, these attempts to bring a Sigma down often strengthen his resolve, driving him to rise above the pettiness, fueled by the quiet confidence that sparked the envy in the first place. Number 5. The attempt to make you doubt yourself. Gaslighting is a psychological tactic that, when subtly deployed, can erode a person's confidence and autonomy over time. This tactic isn't always overt. Instead, it's like a drip feed of doubt meant to make you question your own competence, judgment, and self-worth. It's designed to create an internal conflict between your instincts and the manipulator's version of reality until their perspective feels more credible than your own. Imagine someone saying things like, "Are you sure you're the right person for this?" Or, "You seem off lately. Maybe you're too stressed to handle this right now." At first, it might seem like they're just concerned, but these comments carry a seed of doubt meant to undermine your self-assurance. Over time, this kind of manipulation can build into a crescendo of self-doubt, where you start wondering if maybe they're right and maybe you aren't capable. Gaslighting often escalates, leading you to rely on the manipulator for guidance or support, only for them to seize control over your decisions. This tactic is dangerous because it can cause emotional confusion, making you second-guess even your most basic perceptions or abilities. Studies in psychology show that prolonged exposure to gaslighting can diminish self-esteem, increase anxiety, and foster a state of dependency where the victim becomes almost entirely reliant on the manipulator's viewpoint. Understanding gaslighting and recognizing these subtle cues can empower you to set boundaries and protect your sense of self. By standing firm in your worth and capability, you prevent others from casting shadows of doubt over your inner light. Number 6. Playing the victim. When manipulative individuals feel their control slipping, they often resort to playing the victim, a tactic carefully crafted to provoke empathy and sway opinions. This psychological maneuver is effective because it preys on our natural instincts to support and protect those we perceive as hurt or mistreated. By presenting themselves as fragile or misunderstood, manipulators redirect any blame or accountability for their actions, making others believe they are merely misunderstood or even persecuted. Imagine a scenario where someone has genuinely wronged you. Perhaps they overstepped boundaries or betrayed your trust. Instead of acknowledging their role, they flip the narrative. Statements like, "I just don't know why he's so hard on me," or "It feels like no one understands what I'm going through," subtly paint you as harsh or cold-hearted. By feigning hurt, they create a narrative that pits others against you, portraying you as the unsympathetic aggressor and eroding your support network. Psychologists refer to this as victim playing or the victim complex. It's a common strategy among narcissists and manipulators who seek to deflect blame and reinforce their own status as the good person in the eyes of others. It's also rooted in a form of emotional blackmail, where their fabricated vulnerability holds the power to guilt others into their corner. This tactic can make it difficult for even close friends or family to see through the manipulation, as their instinct to protect the victim clouds their judgment. Recognizing this behavior is the first step in neutralizing its effects. By maintaining your own integrity and calmly exposing the inconsistencies, you can protect yourself from being cast as the villain in someone else's story. Number 7, the competition trap. Sigma males are often unmoved by unnecessary competition, valuing personal growth over the need to one-up others. This lack of interest in rivalry is a defining trait that separates them from those who seek validation through comparison. However, some individuals, especially those with a manipulative streak, will attempt to lure Sigmas into competition, hoping to chip away at their self-assurance. They may use underhanded tactics like comparing accomplishments or flaunting trivial achievements to provoke a sense of inadequacy or spark insecurity. For instance, an antagonistic coworker might subtly brag about receiving compliments from a boss, hoping the Sigma male will feel pressure to compete or seek similar validation. What the manipulator doesn't realize, though, is that Sigmas typically view such tactics as shallow and unimportant. Their sense of purpose and confidence are internally sourced, often rooted in self-discipline, independence, and a relentless pursuit of personal goals. They measure success by their own standards, not by society's or someone else's checklist. This grounded approach allows Sigma males to sidestep these traps effectively. By prioritizing self-improvement and staying true to their values, they render external comparisons meaningless. This mindset frustrates those who want to provoke them, as Sigmas rarely fall for the bait. In fact, by refusing to engage, they often expose the manipulative tactics for what they are: unimportant, trivial distractions. This focus on personal growth instead of rivalry sets the Sigma male apart as someone who values integrity over ego, which makes him a formidable figure in his own quiet way. If you recognize any of these behaviors in people around you, know that you're not alone. Being a Sigma male or someone with an independent spirit can make you a target for people who crave control and validation. But by understanding these tactics, you can protect yourself and maintain your inner peace. Let them try. They'll soon realize that Sigma strength isn't easily shaken. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on mastering self-reliance and dealing with life's challenges as a Sigma. Remember, knowledge is power, and with the right tools, you can face anything that comes your way.